Okay, guys, we are recording, and you are on to the Unveal review by the very beautiful Chinwe. I'm happy to be here. Oh, yes, there's also Excel.
We're going to pretend like that intro didn't happen, and we're going to take it from the beginning, and I'm going to start.
No, my intro is the best.
Yo, this is the Unveal review by Unveal Afro Beats, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the livest podcast in Lagos, Nigeria. I am your host, Excel, and with me here is someone that's not really relevant. Chinwe, make some noise for Chinwe. Woo!
I'm the most important.
That was a much better
I'm
intro.
the most important, most crucial.
Hey, welcome to the podcast, guys.
You guys, I'm so happy to be here. On a serious note, I am.
You're always happy to be here.
So happy.
We know you're lying,
to be
but
here.
It's fine. We know.
Crazy. Anyway, Excel, you've missed me this past week.
I won't lie.
Oh.
You're a crazy person.
Oh.
I won't lie.
Oh, wow. Well, I am crazy.
I'm a very stable person, so I need that.
Shut up. I go cut your biabia now.
In my life from time to time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, guys, this past week, it has been unbelievable. I've been so not busy. I've been a lazy youth.
2 weeks now. Two weeks now.
A whole 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And I'm loving my life. I'm adding cheeks. Like, I already had cheeks, but I'm adding to the cheeks. You understand? And I hope it also goes to my butt. But, Excel, what happened to you?
Work. Two of my office crushes resigned. It'd be like
I've been praying for you.
I don't understand. Like, the first one left like Monday, Thursday. I was talking with the second one. She was like, "Oh, I resigned today." I'm like, "What's going on? Where are all the love of my life?"
They don't need you, baby. Nobody wants to see your ugly face every day for 5 days. Nobody is interested in it. Anyway, today we would be discussing some very, very, very important gist. Yes. Ooh, kinky.
What is kinky? Oh my God.
First off, we'll be talking about Iyanya with Ubi.
Yeah, Iyanya and Ubi. You guys heard the gist now. So from the beginning, Iyanya went to Indani TV.
Yeah.
Was interviewed by Bolanle. Shout out to Bolanle. Why I'm giving her a shout out is because Iyanya said Bolanle didn't tell him the question. He asked for the questions that she would ask in the interview, and she was like, "Nah, because we want to catch you off guard. We want you to be honest. We don't want you to have like scripted answers already." Mm-hmm. So she asked him a couple of questions about his career, and he opened up to her. Actually, told her how he was allegedly scammed or cheated on by his partner, his former business partner and former friend, Ubi Franklin. So the thing spiraled out of control. Ubi put some pictures on Instagram of some alleged documents and saying that Iyanya was lying and stuff like that. Iyanya went on Cool FM, speak to Daddy Freeze. And Ubi also went on Cool FM to speak with Kevin Smalls.
They were doing
boost. So yeah, but Chinwe, did you listen to both sides?
I read some tweets. I never really saw any of the interviews. I just like the summary.
What I would say is, when you have a reputation of not being an honest businessman.
Oh, I know where you're going.
No matter what you say, nobody will believe you.
Yeah. So, I'm supporting you without mentioning names. You grab.
I believe in Iyanya.
Okay, so I
believe in Iyanya.
I'm supporting
I
you.
believe in Iyanya. Because this would not be the first time that people would say, Obi did some shady shit. In fact, there are some people even tweeted with their chest. I'm like, we know this guy. This guy is a shady guy. We know this guy. And also, But shout out to Kevin Smalls, because when they interviewed Ubi Franklin, Franklin was trying to use English
The
to
Nigerian
avoid some questions, and Kevin Smalls was on his neck. Like, she put a foot on his neck. You know when they're politely tackling you, but very polite. You know, her voice is soft. So tell us, what did you say? What was the agreement in the document? And he was like, well, you see, in business, tell us. What was it? It was funny. But it was also very eye-opening to the fact that a lot of entertainers don't take legal counsels very serious.
We keep saying this. You guys should try to understand what it is to do business in music. Don't just let anybody cheat you. Just like Excel says, some of them just enter studio, make music, and then walk out. Why?
Yeah. From the moment you, someone tweeted, entertainment lawyer, she tweeted something. Foza tweeted something. She said, from the moment you put your mouth on the microphone, it's no longer about you.
Never.
That it's no longer about you. There is a lot going on. So, and due process is required. So, what happened to Iyanya happened because due process wasn't followed.
Exactly.
And somebody took advantage of the fact that due process wasn't followed and cheated him. But the best part of that story, of the whole Iyanya and Franklin story, was how when he had gone through all that, you know, he said there are two things I liked about the story. The first was the techno side. Now, he said that techno, Ubi had made techno hate him. That Ubi told techno that, look, Iyanya doesn't like you, right? So Iyanya said him and techno spoke. They were just talking in a car or something, and techno was like, I'm surprised you're talking to me. And I was like, why are you surprised that I'm talking to you? I'm like, Ubi told me that you don't like me. I was like, what?
Oh.
So that was how they were able to squash whatever that was. And that made techno even open up to him more and tell him that, look, I have made I've made up to 30 million naira from one song. And Iyanya said that at that time he had only made 145,000 naira from techno.
What?
Yeah. So if they hadn't opened up to each other like that, you know, that information probably wouldn't have come out.
Yeah,
so
true.
yeah.
So.
Then he also said that when he left, you know, this guy was like basically his guy that he trusted. They started the company together, and when they checked the company papers, his name was not there.
See, like, every Nigerian is out. Not every Nigerian. Most Nigerians are out to cheat.
So I mean, so he like. He felt betrayed and he was hurting for a while, and he said Don Jazzy, you know, he reached out to Don Jazzy. Don Jazzy knew the whole situation. Don Jazzy like gave him a place in Maven and helped him out. He said that Don Jazzy, that period of, you know, working with Don Jazzy was like a healing period for him. Shout out to Don Jazzy for that, for helping him out.
Don Jazzy has always been my baby.
I beg.
I just want to talk to him and let him know that I love you, darling.
We'll try and get Don Jazzy as a guest on this podcast so that
all over him.
So that you would make your advances. Let me learn. So that you will make your advances and he will shut you down and say no.
Shut me down.
So that you'll be heartbroken.
Look.
And I'll do this podcast all by myself.
Oh. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
So the next on our list to talk about is
the shooting in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That was really terrible.
Yeah.
That was really terrible.
Yeah.
That's really terrible.
We ought to take a moment of silence for them, but they're dead. So
that when you say it like that, it makes it sound insensitive.
Maybe that's what I was trying to go for.
Why would you want to be? You know what? Let's move on.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many. I'm not really familiar with the details of the story. I know that there was a shooting
and there was an insensitive senator.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. There was a shooting in an area called Christchurch.
Yeah. In
New Zealand, and some people went to the mosque, and it's like the imam of the mosque is a Nigerian guy.
Yeah.
He is, Abi. Mm-hmm. I saw a tweet with the name Lawal Alabi, something like that, something Alabi. I was like,
See, Nigerians are everywhere.
So, but the whole thing is crazy. It's crazy, and it goes to show how the world is becoming more and more dangerous, more and more less tolerant of people or things they don't like, or things they don't support, or things they don't agree with. So trying to that was an act of terrorism, because for it to be terrorism, there always has to be a political angle, and those guys are trying to say that they don't want Muslims immigrating into
I think is a white thing.
I think it's a white thing.
Yes, like those white supremacy.
Yeah, all those Nazis and all that.
Yeah.
This was actually more than that. This was an Islamic and an immigration thing. They don't want New Zealand to continue allowing immigrants from Arab countries or of Muslim religion to come into that place.
Okay.
So, and the guy did that. And the guy that I saw that one of the shooters, he said Trump was his idol.
That's what I was trying to say.
He said Trump was his idol, and so
even threw up that sign.
Yeah. So the Nazi sign. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Yeah. People have to be very careful, especially in this internet age. You have to be responsible with your words. You don't know who is taking your words seriously, and you might be serious, you might not be serious, but somebody out there is taking your words seriously. And if you have an influence, if you have a big platform, if you have a voice, that's why most times I feel like Trump is a very, very responsible guy. Because
start from home, baby.
He's very chaotic. He's very, oh my God, disruptive.
If you're talking about Trump, talk about your president also.
So no. It's fine. So anyway, so now that Senator Franning. Senator Franning.
Imagine the name.
He put out a statement when that happened. His statement was basically, I'm going to check if I can find his statement online. But his statement was basically...
You know why that statement was somehow first? He first started off with like, I don't support killings.
Yeah.
And then your remain is like, the first line will be a goosey soup, but then the rest will be ogbono. What's happening? You say you don't support it, and then you support it after it.
Yeah, I found the statement. So, okay, Senator Fraser Anning, he said, I am utterly opposed to any form of violence within our community, and I totally condemn the actions of the gunman. We know. However, ladies and gentlemen, however is a polite way of saying but. However, whilst this kind of violent vigilantism can never be justified, he then goes ahead to justify it though. What it highlights is the growing fear within our community, both in Australia and New Zealand, of the increasing Muslim presence. As always, left-wing politicians and the media will rush to claim that the causes of today's shootings lie with gun laws or those who hold nationalist views. But this is all cliched nonsense. The real cause of bloodshed on New Zealand streets today is the immigration program, which allowed Muslim fanatics to migrate to New Zealand in the first place. Let us be clear. While Muslims may have been the victims today, it's not me. They actually were. Usually, they are the perpetrators.
Ogbono soup.
Worldwide, Muslims are killing people in the name of their faith on an industrial scale. The entire religion of Islam is simply the violent ideology of a 6th century despot masquerading as
long story short.
You get the point. He now ends it with a Bible verse, Matthew 26 verse 52. So this Senator Fraser Anning is a very big idiot for making this very stupid and
even though it sounds like we are being, but he's actually a big idiot.
He's a big idiot.
Why would you start on a good note and end on a bad note?
Now,
as a senator.
Yeah. Now here's where the case went. It's people blasted the senator online, and
like he even cares.
People blasted him online, and he now even was talking with some reporters. I think he was maybe trying. You know how this thing is now. You say some stupid shit, the whole media and social media blast you. You now come out to clarify.
Do you know what it is to actually write it's different when you talk and you can misyan. Then you sat down. You now wrote it.
Now he said he was talking with reporters, and a young boy was filming it live on social media, and the young boy had an egg and broke the egg on the senator's head. And the senator got pissed, tried to fight him. I think he slapped the boy or some shit. So people separated. I think the boy got arrested and stuff like that. So people were now hailing the boy on social media, calling him a hero and all that, which is actually rubbish. We need to grow up. Okay, we need to grow up. That somebody does something stupid, right? Doesn't mean that you have to do something stupid as well in a bid to shut that person down.
Like I always say, if you're mad, I'm madder.
There was no need for the boy to break an egg on the senator's head.
He was just trying to show.
Because, and the only reason why people are supporting the boy now, right, is because the senator is at the backlash of everything. Yeah. Nobody likes him in this moment, right? So the boy picked on someone who is unpopular at the moment and did that to the person.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a case of somebody saying something that everybody likes, and somebody who doesn't agree with what the person has said carries egg and breaks on the person's head, will we still call that person a hero?
No.
Exactly. It's just rubbish. It's just rubbish. We need to grow up. I see it on social media all the time. Like that HR babe. Remember that HR babe that said something about smelling nice? Yeah. And the conversation, okay, tell the babe that what she did was wrong, or that, you know, the young man who she said was rude wasn't rude, and that she's actually the rude person. Tell her that. People went into, you're a fat cow. You're a big goat.
Pig
lips.
And all that.
What the hell? What the actual hell?
Some people actually full on threatened her.
Yeah, I heard.
Full on threats.
She got a lot of threats in her DM.
Is it what? Nigerians, then your very own boyfriend. We don't want to talk about that now. Your boyfriend. We don't want to talk about now.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. So, but yeah. So let's all behave decently. If someone fucks up, you still try to be decent in your dealings with that person.
Like, still remember that there's tomorrow.
I mean, so I was very disappointed seeing everybody hailing the guy, saying that that the boy is a hero
because they just dislike him. And you know the funniest thing, social media will be hot today and cold tomorrow.
Guys, social media. Somebody said something yesterday. Say social media backlash be like water inside basket.
Ooh.
As in, it go quick. Like when it's there, you're seeing it, but you know, go take time, the water go come on, finish, everybody has moved on to another thing.